What up? First of all, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and a happy holidays, you filthy animals. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Well, luckily, this will be my last video of the day, so I can go, chill. But had to check on y'all. Just got done listening to the whole 12 days of Dismas with DJ Who Kid, Paul Rosenberg, and Eminem, aka what do they call him? Saint Dismas or something like that. Whatever. Huh? Dis Kringle, that's what they're calling him. Dis Kringle. Okay. On Shade45. Now, we're gonna go through the list. If you didn't know what that is, it's basically M and Shady45 Shade45 team going through their top 12 diss tracks of all time. Now, I think they purposely made it so it was one, what was it called? It was only from it wasn't nothing like newer. It was more stuff from the past and stuff, because they got in their time machine bag for real. We didn't see nothing that was recent. The most recent thing I think they played was the bonus song at the end. Well, they do two bonus songs. We'll talk about that second. The first one's I died. But they did the two bonus songs. I mean, the last bonus song was the 50 Cent one, and it was Back Down. And I was like, geez. But I think they did that on purpose because in the beginning, Paul said, we don't want to say anything that, of open up old wounds and stuff. So I guess Paul understands, the power of his voice, Eminem's voice, and Who Kid's voice, and Shade45. So, kind of smart on their point. But we're going to go through the list, and we're going to talk about what we thought about the list. And I'll say where I would have put what. You know what I'm saying? Or what I would have put on there. Let me make sure we straight. Make sure, we live. Yo, Charlemagne, we live. Back up a little bit on you one time. You know what I mean? Hold up. Let me get it right. Okay. So, first of all, I want to start this off by saying, thank you guys for subscribing. Make sure you subscribe to the new live stream channel, the Scru Face Live channel. Make sure you sub to that. That's going to be the channel we're going to be using for the next few months because I got a bogus ass strike while I'm fighting it. We'll do it. Keep listening to Lucky You Screwed Up. That's at 15,000 views. Let's try to get it to 20,000, man. I know we can do it. New music coming soon. But let's go through it. So it opened up with KRS-One's The Bridge Is Over. Now, this is one of the most early diss tracks in hip-hop history. I took notes, by the way. I opened it up by saying this is one of the first diss tracks, facts, and the beat is pure crack. Pure crack. When I sat back and listened to it, I was like, oh my God, I could only imagine. Like, of course, like, nowadays the modern person might hear it different. But even for now, I was listening, I was like, man, if they just like spice this up or what was it called? Refurbished this beat or translate it into the modern sound. That's fire. And the broken English was definitely fire. What I liked about this list is that I sat back and listened to a bunch of diss tracks that people always say is the best and stuff. And really got a chance to sit down and listen to them. And yeah. The Bridge Is Over is super ill. It's MC Shan diss. If you don't know, they were battling over where hip hop started. Definitely some of the most classic quotes in hip hop. I mean, like some quotes that you've heard over and over. And that's what I've noticed about a lot of diss tracks. Some of the most classic quotes that you hear over and over and over again or keep reoccurring in hip hop are from diss tracks. The Brooklyn keep on taking it, change keep on making it. Like that part. What else part was it? There's another part in there that I've heard from somebody else. But number 11 was Roxanne Shantae's Roxanne's Revenge. Now, I never took this song too seriously. Real old school song. But today, I went and did some research on it and saw and learned some things that I was like, oh, wow. Okay, so first of all, I listened to the song. The song was done in one take. One take, because at the time, the equipment that she had or that was available could only allow her. So there was definitely parts where she was running out of breath. And she was just like, whew, okay. Yeah, there's a part where she kept doing that and messing up. I mean, not messing up, but it was cool because she ran through it all and didn't mess up. That's what I meant. This was the UTFO diss track. UTFO was a rap group that back in the day came out with a song called Roxanne Shantae. The song is called Roxanne's Revenge. And there was different Roxanne, and there was another Roxanne that came out, and then there's a whole Roxanne Wars. You can get into that more by doing your Googles, you know what I mean? And Roxanne Shantae was 15 years old when this dropped. She was beefing with grown men. She was beefing with grown men, and she was 15 years old, and I'm not going to lie to you, she was cooking them. She was cooking them. She was cooking them. She was cooking them. I ain't gonna lie, she was cooking. She was definitely going in. I would have looked at them like, damn, you gonna let a 15-year-old just do you like that, my nigga? 15-year-old girl gonna just do you like that? Okay, well. Number 10 was MC Light's 10% diss, the Antoinette diss. Now, I don't know too much about this at all. I was doing some research, and I still don't know who who Antoinette is really. But apparently this is over a beat loop. They were saying it was about a beat, but apparently it was about a beat loop that somebody used, and MC Light was not having it and went for her neck. For the jugular vein. That's exactly what she went for. Because I'm not going to lie to you, when I heard this, I was trying to put my old head ears on, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could see how back in the day this would be mad disrespectful. I can see how this would be mad potent. Of course, certain tracks and certain music just does not that it doesn't stand the test of time, but it's the people that came up in that time will always hear it good because that's how they remember it, and people who are are younger, are gonna not understand it. Because it's not like I'm old enough to remember any of that, but it's like I could still respect what the people from that era are saying and try to hear them out. Like, okay, if this was ill, why was this ill? So then, yeah, I did that. My bad for twisting my dreads. You know I gotta have it. Okay, anyway. And then number 9 was LL Cool J's Jack the Ripper, Kool Moe Dee diss. Oh yeah, back to the 10% diss. Tupac sampled, not Tupac, but Tupac's man was like, you're a beat biter, I tell her to her face, she went, it better pay her. That was MC Light. I didn't know that. See, that's what I'm saying. You keep hearing the certain bars keep reoccurring from hip-hop. You're like, oh, this is where it came from? Wow, okay. Okay, so then we got LL Cool J's Jack the Ripper, Kool Moe Dee diss. Now, this was clearly M's favorite. You could tell. When they got to asking M about it, M got to breaking it down, this nigga got in his nostalgia bag. This nigga turned however old he was when this dropped again. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I could tell. But when I listened to it, now I know that this is going to kind of contradict what I just said. I tried to listen to it with like older ears, but this one I didn't get. It was just so old. I mean, I got how people can... I just don't know, because it was just like, it was so old school to me. And I get it. I know there's people who love it and understand it, but it's like some of that stuff does not translate. It just doesn't. But then for The bonus track they did, Del the Funky Homo Sapien Whack MC, was an LL diss. Now let me tell y'all something. When I heard Del the Funky Homo Sapien on there, I could not stop laughing. I could not stop. First of all, not only was just because the song was funny and his voice is funny, but the only thing I could think of was, now it's important to practice good hygiene. At least if you want to run with my team, I'm about to get into this that I sing. That Tony Hawk Pro Skater, that's all I could think of. I said, oh my God, because that's the first time I ever heard Del. And, you know, damn well if you played Tony Hawk, you heard Del, the Funky Homo Sapien. Yeah, that's all I could think about. But the number 8 was F the Police. We know that story. You know what I'm saying? It was really a diss track to the police, which is hilarious to say out loud. Because when they're talking about it on the thing and they're like, yeah, it's a diss to the police, then well, did the police ever respond back? It was funny because I was like, I guess I never even thought of it like a... I guess I looked at it more like a statement song than a diss to the police. But it is. That's exactly what it is a diss to the police. So it makes sense. It's funny to me that they picked it though. And then number 7, No Vaseline. Listen. That's what I'm saying. There's certain songs that don't age, but then there's certain songs that do. No Vaseline is still just as disrespectful, still just as funny. Well, maybe not as funny as the day it dropped, but it just has not lost too much of the shine, of the luster of it. When you hear that flame on, flame on, flame on, until that Jerry Curl's gone, you just like, oh, listen. Oh my God. He said, how you gonna be the for life crew? So getting by white dude. I said, okay, yeah, yup. See, that's what I'm saying. That song aged well. So some of these songs just didn't, and that's just that. And then they stayed in the West Coast for a while because then they go NWA, F the Police, Ice Cube, No Vaseline. The West had a lot of diss tracks. I didn't realize, but they had a lot of diss tracks, and they had a lot of the most classic diss tracks. Number 6 was Dr. Dre Day, the Eazy-E diss. We all know about that, what happened. Snoop was on there too. Number 5 was Tim Dog's F Compton. Now, they said on there that this was one of the first East Coast versus West Coast diss. I'm not gonna lie to you, and there might be some Tim Dog fans in here, but I'm gonna say this like this. This song was absolute garbage. I know it's not just because it's old. Listen, there's a part where he rapped shit with shit. And I don't mean in the way of an internal rhyme. I mean literally. It was a singular, regular rhyme, rhyming shit with shit. Okay. And what I really got the vibe, because a lot of people they didn't really know why they did it. I really got the Tekashi 6ix9ine vibe. I was like, okay, so this feel like the original Tekashi. This feel like a prehistoric troll, is what it seemed like. Because I literally feel like if this song dropped in 2019 with a hilarious video, this would go absolutely viral. Absolutely. Because there's parts where his voice was cracking, and I was like, okay, is he doing this on purpose? Because niggas is telling me this is ill. I could clearly hear his voice cracking, and I'm dying laughing. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? So then I was like, all right, cool. My list, I'm gonna put it like this. Throwing away, my list is not gonna have Jack the Ripper. I'll get to that at the end. But okay, number 4 is Common, the B and U Ice Cube diss. The beat was very like not diss tracky, not like didn't have the energy of a diss track, didn't have the bravado of a diss track, didn't have the what's it called the urgency of a diss track. It kind of felt very spoken wordish, and but at the same time he was going in on that song. He was going in. He was going right in. Number 3, Eazy-E, Real Mother Effing G's. I honestly think Dresta and BG Knockout have the best parts of this song. I think they rapped a lot better than Eazy-E on it. That's the Dre diss. Now, number 2, listen. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to tell me they didn't have number 2 be number 2 because they couldn't put back-to-back on there. I'm going to just say it like that. There is no... What the heck? Disvalor YZ. Disvalar YZ. Poor Righteous Teachers this. The song was, I put in my notes, also hilarious. Because I was just still thinking of that Tim Dog song. I feel like they chose that because they couldn't choose back to back. I feel like it was just because I was like, number 2, you put that above Eazy-E's Real Mother Effing G's, you put that above Dr. Dre's Dre Day, you put that above No Vaseline. I feel like that was audible. And the number 1 was Hit 'Em Up, obvious. Now, the way I would have done it, off tops, I'm not having... Okay, you could have KRS Bridges over as 12. That's not bad. Roxanne Shante, I earned a lot more respect for that song. You can leave that there. That's not the worst choice. MC Light Antoinette diss, I'm not putting that there. For number 10... Number 10, oh man, I could make a whole nother video about this. Basically, I'm not gonna say the list name because I could do a whole nother video about this. But in there, I'm taking out MC Light's 10% diss, taking out Jack the Ripper, I'm taking out Tim Dog, get that right the F out. I'm taking out Dis Villar. And I'm putting in Checkmate. I'm putting in see, they had Back Down in there too. I might have Back Down be in there, but Checkmate. What else? Who was really? Second Round Knockout. I'm putting that in there. I'm putting LL's response to the Second Round Knockout in there. Man, we could do a whole nother video. Put in the comment section below if you agreed with 12 Days of Dismas. Let me know. I'm ready to go chill. I've been working all day. I love y'all. Have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas. Whatever they say. I love y'all. Face.